A couple different types of invertebrates. These 3 slides are going to show you 9 different types of invertebrates. So first of all, over here we have something called ctenophores. So ctenophores are also called comb jellies because they have rows of cilia on their bodies to move around. So remember we talked about cilia before. Cilia are basically, short hair-like projections. So these comb jellies, they have cilia all over their body, and when they move them all together, it helps them to swim. This over here is a cnidarian. These are a group of creatures that sting their prey with tentacles. So for example, jellyfish and other kinds of things are all cnidarians. Cnidarians can come in 2 different varieties. Some cnidarians live as polyps. So what is a polyp? A polyp is something that attaches to the bottom of the ocean and stays there. A medusa, like this jellyfish, can move around all over the place. So cnidarians come in 2 varieties: polyps that stay stuck to the ocean floor, and medusas that swim all over the place. Over here on the right we have echinoderms. Echinoderms include sand dollars, sea urchins, starfish, all of those kinds of things. They have endoskeletons. They have skeletons that are inside of the body. Over here in the top right we see Annelida. So these are segmented worms. You'll notice, for example, if you pick up an earthworm, it is filled with segments. It has all of these, tiny circular segments that are all linked together. Our next group is called porifera. These include sponges. So these sponges are the simplest type of animal. They live attached to the bottom of the ocean, and they filter water through itself. As it filters the water, it picks up any food particles and eats them. Over here in the bottom left, we have arthropoda. This includes animals like insects. So they have jointed appendages. That means that in their legs, they have joints. And these creatures, they have an exoskeleton. So they have a skeleton on the outside. So the outside of an ant or a butterfly is very hard and protects them from predators. This one in the top left is called Platyhelminthes. So these are very flat worms. So if you notice a worm like this that is very flat, then it is called a flatworm or Platyhelminthes. These include things like planaria, flukes, and tapeworms. So tapeworms are parasitic worms that are often found in food products. And so when people eat them, then the tapeworm goes into the digestive system and takes away the nutrition from the person. Mollusks are creatures that have very soft bodies. So for example, a snail has a very soft body. So what does it do? It has a protective outer shell that it lives in, and it has a muscular foot that it uses to move. So these mollusks, they can live in water or on land. Nematodes are roundworms. So take a look at this worm. If you were to look at a cross section of it, it will be very round. So that's why they're called roundworms. And many of these are also parasites. So flatworms can include tapeworms, which are parasites, and then roundworms can include hookworms, which are also parasites.